Okay, so I guess Zoom's not saying this meeting is being recorded anymore. But yeah, the meeting's being recorded, so I just thought you should know that. I'm gonna give you guys a formula, which is the law of cosines, and I'm just gonna write it over here where I have space. Actually, let me screenshot this first. Okay, now I'll write it here. Okay, so this is like kind of a variation of the Pythagorean theorem, but it's specifically for all types of triangles instead of just right triangles. So the law of cosines is this thing. This equation, I mean. So you're used to a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now get ready for this. C squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So far it looks okay. And then you add this, minus 2ab cosine of c. Law of cosine. So I'll give you guys some time to write this out. Okay, I mean, I don't really know how long it'll take for you guys to write this out, so I'll just give you guys like 10 more seconds or so. Make sure you write this down because, you know, we are allowed to use your notes on tests, and so you should have this in your notes so you don't have to memorize this. Okay, I think that was enough time. If it's not, it's still gonna be here. It's just right over there. All right, so we got a triangle VWX, and then they give us the labels. Now we're just going to have to solve or draw it out and then solve for it. So I just draw some random triangle. I'll label my vertices where X is 97 centimeters, V is 48 centimeters, and angle W is 28 degrees. Find the length of W to the nearest centimeter. So we're finding the length of, I guess I should just make it a different color. Find the length of W, is that red side on the bottom. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna use the law of cosines. And so the W side will essentially be our C in the equation. So I'm gonna write it out with the VWX letters instead. So we want to look for little w. So little w squared is equal to, let's just put v squared plus x squared minus 2vx cosine of w. So I just rewrote this equation, you know, with the letters that they gave us in the problem. So instead of ABC, I just have VXW, VWX. Okay, so now we can replace everything. So we still want to look for W. We don't know what W is, that's what we're looking for. And then for V squared, that's going to be the 48 squared. And then for the X squared, that's going to be the 97 squared. And then minus 2, the V is 48. The X is 97. And then we have cosine of 28 degrees. Okay, before I crunch all these numbers together, are there any questions? Okay, so I think we could continue, but please interrupt me if, you know, if you need me to slow down or anything, or if you have a question, just let me know. Okay, so we have W squared is equal to all of that. We can enter all of that on the calculator now, but I would have to toggle back and forth. So what I want us to do is just, instead of W squared, let's get W all by itself by square rooting. So let's just square root both sides. So the square root will get rid of the W squared, just turning it into W is equal to, and I'm just gonna write all of this out again. And then that's what we're going to be typing in the calculator. So square root of 48 squared plus 97 squared minus 2 times 48 times 97 times cosine of 28. I know it's a long thing to type into the calculator, but we're going to type it in. And so I'll give you guys some time to write that out while I take a picture of this long equation so that I can remember what I'm typing in my calculator. Okay, does anybody still need to see the equation before we type it in? Please say something in the chat so I know. You can say something in like the next 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it looks like you guys didn't need to see that any longer. So I'm going to go ahead and type this into Delta Maths calculator. Okay, so out it's my calculator. I want square root of 48 squared. Oops. I guess that works too, but 48 squared plus 97 squared minus 2 times 48 times 97. I know it's so long. Times cosine of 28. Okay, so I just typed that entire thing in there. It's literally just the equation I wrote. And you get 59.08. And we want it rounded to the nearest centimeter, so that's just 59. Okay, any questions for this problem? Okay, submit. Let's do another one. Okay, so in triangle FGH, they give us all that stuff. Let me screenshot this so we can write it out again. So once again, in case anybody missed it, the equation that we are dealing with today is this. So c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. That's the law of cosines. Let's draw out our triangle that they gave us. So they gave us FGH. And we have F is 83 inches. And G is 11 inches. And angle H is 60 degrees. Find the length of H. So we want to find this side to the nearest inch. Okay, so I'm gonna rewrite this formula out with our letters. Instead of A, B, and C, we have F, G, H. So the one we're looking for is H, so that's gonna be our C squared. So I'm gonna replace that with that. H squared is equal to F squared plus G squared minus 2FG cosine of H. So I just rewrote the equation with our letters, just in case that helps anybody see what's going on. Okay, so any questions up till here? Okay, if you ever have questions, interrupt me at any given point in time. I just want to make sure I pause at some times so that you feel like I'm giving you a chance to ask. So, okay, we have h squared, which is what we're looking for, is equal to f squared. So that would be, oops, sorry, not that one. F is over here, so it's 83 squared plus g squared, so 11 squared, minus 2f, so that's 83, times g, which is 11, times cosine of h degrees, which is 60 degrees. And then this is h squared, so what we want to do to get h by itself is we just square root everything, and then the squared root and the squared will get rid of each other. We will get h is equal to the square root of, write all of that out, 83 squared plus 11 squared minus 2, 83, 11, cosine, 60 degrees. And so that is what we're going to type into that calculator. And so I'll give you guys a chance to write that out while I take a picture of it so I know what to type. And also, please let me know if you have any questions so that I can answer them. Okay. If you're still writing, let me know in the next 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, so just let me know when you're done writing so I know it's okay to move on. Okay, so let's go type this into the calculator. Oh, the calculator's already here. All right, let's type this in. So we want the square root of 83 squared plus 11 squared minus 2, 83. Oops, I did not type the minus 2. Minus 2 times 83 times 11 times cosine of 60. There we go. 83 squared plus 11 squared minus 2, 83, 11 cosine 60. Okay, good. And we round it to the nearest inch. So it tells us 78.08. So that is 78. Just going to put that in here. And does anybody have any questions? No one said any questions earlier, but I just want to check now again. But if not, I shall submit the answer. Okay. So at any given point in time, feel free to just tell me to go back. If you have a question, don't feel shy. Please just ask. Let's just do one more of these. Okay, and then I'll screenshot this. Once again, here's the formula. C squared is equal to A squared plus, that is a plus, plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Okay, and then we have our triangle XYZ, where little z is 75 inches, little side x is 26 inches, and angle y, which is totally not drawn to scale, is 135 degrees. Find the length of y, so we're looking for this one, to the nearest inch. So rewriting our formula out, we got y squared is equal to x squared plus z squared minus 2xz. Okay, I'm just going to cross my z's. Minus 2xz cosine of y. Okay, so that turned into that. I just like to rewrite it with the letters that they want us to rewrite it with, just in case that helps people. And then we can plug it in. So y squared will be equal to our x squared is this side, so 26 squared, plus our z is over here. So z squared would be 75 squared minus 2. Our x again is 26. Our z is 75. And we have cosine of the angle 135 degrees. And then we have y squared here, so to get y by itself, we're going to square root everything, and then that will bring us to, I'll write it down here, y is equal to the square root of, oh gosh, I'm going to be writing over those words, sorry, 26 squared plus 75 squared minus 2 times 26 times 75 times cosine of 135. Sorry. If you can't read that, it's literally the same stuff. It's just rewritten. I'll give you guys some time to write this down just in case you are. And then, yeah.
take a picture of this so I know what to type. Okay, in the next 10 seconds, please let me know if you are still writing or if you have any questions. So that will be 10 seconds. Okay, there's a bunch of people still writing. Sorry, I know I write fast. And I also I have to remember that you guys have to write the problem down too. Whereas I just like have the problem in front of me. Okay, so both of you can let me know if you're still writing or when you're done writing, sorry. Yay, okay. And then okay, cool. So let's enter this in to the calculator. Oops, there we go. Okay, it's such a long thing to enter, but yep, 26 squared plus 75 squared minus 226 75 cosine. Just making sure I typed it correctly. Okay, cool. And we get 95.17 and we want to round it to the nearest inch. So that's just 95. Okay. Because it's 95.17. So rounding it to the nearest inch is just 95 and I'm going to submit that answer. All right, cool. Let's go and do the next section. So I'm going to stop recording for this one.